Breaking alert from Atlantic Ocean, cruise ship on fire, 3,000 passengers, dead in water, hurricane approaching, Navy responding. This is happening now? It's 8:47 a.m. Eastern Time, 400 miles east of Florida, Atlantic Ocean, international waters, Royal Caribbean cruise ship Harmony of the Seas, largest passenger vessel afloat, 228,000 tons, 16 decks, 3,900 passengers, 2,000 crew, total 6,000 people aboard, returning from Caribbean cruise, then disaster strikes. Engine room fire, electrical malfunction, flames spreading, smoke filling compartments, engineering crew fighting blaze, but fire gaining, systems failing, power lost, propulsion dead, ship drifting, communications compromised, emergency backup failing, crisis cascading, disaster developing, 6,000 lives at risk. Navy alert monitoring this maritime emergency, real-time coverage, breaking updates, mass casualty potential, historic rescue operation, race against time and nature. At 8:52 a.m., captain sounds general alarm. 7 short blasts, 1 long, abandoned ship signal, International Maritime Code, everyone recognizes. Passengers panicking, crew responding, lifeboat stations, muster points, emergency procedures, chaos controlled, training engaged, professional response, but fear palpable, terror spreading, children crying, adults praying, everyone knowing, ship on fire, hurricane coming, ocean unforgiving. Should cruise ships operate during hurricane season? Comment Y or N. Fire spreads rapidly, engine room fully involved, flames reaching 5 decks, temperatures extreme, steel melting, bulkheads failing, smoke inhalation casualties, burn victims, trampling injuries, mass panic, people trapped, corridors filling smoke, stairwells blocked, elevators dead, elderly struggling, disabled stranded, children separated from parents. Nightmare scenario. Worst case unfolding, Titanic memories, modern technology, same ocean, same danger, same mortality. Coast Guard receives Mayday at 8:54 a.m., District 7, Miami headquarters. Admiral notified immediately, cruise ship fire, 6,000 people, hurricane zone, maximum response authorized, every asset scrambled, cutters, aircraft, helicopters, everything available, everything responding, but 400 miles offshore, hours away, people dying now, time enemy, distance killer, ocean accomplice. Hit like if you support Coast Guard rescue operations. Hurricane Patricia bearing down. Category 3, 130 mile per hour winds, 20-foot seas, moving northwest, directly toward disabled cruise ship. Current position 300 miles, forward speed 15 knots, 20 hours until impact, maybe less. 6,000 people must evacuate before hurricane arrives, before conditions impossible, before rescue unfeasible, before survival unlikely, clock ticking, storm approaching, death certain if evacuation fails. How many people can be evacuated per hour? A, 150 people. B, 300 people. C, 500 people. At 9:15 a.m., Navy responds, USS Iwo Jima LHD-7, amphibious assault ship, 40,000 tons, operating 200 miles away, maximum speed ordered, 24 knots, 8 hours away, too long, but biggest rescue platform available, flight deck massive, hangars enormous, medical facilities complete, hospital ship capabilities. Can handle hundreds, maybe thousands. If it arrives in time, if hurricane allows, if ocean permits. Additional Navy assets scramble, USS Bataan LHD-5, another amphib, 300 miles distant, USS New York LPD-21, amphibious transport, 250 miles, every ship with helicopter capability, redirected, converging on cruise ship, unprecedented rescue armada, modern Dunkirk, Atlantic evacuation, historic operation developing. Navy alert sources confirm Harmony of the Seas carries 23 lifeboats, 150 people capacity each, total 3,450. Not enough. Modern cruise ships don't carry sufficient lifeboats for everyone. Maritime regulations outdated. Safety standards inadequate, economics prioritized, passenger capacity increased, lifeboat numbers static, math doesn't work, regulatory failure, corporate negligence, passengers paying price. If you want breaking naval news, type Navy below. Cruise ship crew begins evacuation. Lifeboats lowered, women and children first, old tradition, noble protocol, families separated, husbands staying, wives leaving, children crying, heartbreak visible, some lifeboats jam, davits failing, mechanical problems, maintenance neglected, inspections inadequate, corruption suspected, some boats launched successfully, others stuck, people trapped, system failing, chaos mounting. Fire reaches passenger decks, Deck 6 fully involved, Deck 7 smoke-filled, Deck 8 evacuating, people trapped above, flames below, smoke everywhere, jumping into ocean, 60-foot drop, fatal probably, but certain death staying, drowning maybe, burning definitely, choice impossible, parents holding children, elderly helped, disabled carried, humanity shining through terror, courage displayed during catastrophe, best of people, worst of situations. First Coast Guard helicopter arrives at 10:23 a.m., MH-60 Jayhawk, maximum range flight, barely enough fuel, can rescue maybe 20 people, then must return, refuel, return, hours wasted, 20 people saved, 5,980 remaining. Math impossible, hope fading, reality brutal. Helicopter hovers, rescue basket lowering, people swimming toward it, hypothermia setting in, Atlantic October, water 68 degrees, survivable temporarily, fatal eventually, clock ticking, ocean claiming victims. Is this preventable tragedy or unfortunate accident? Comment yes or no. More lifeboats launched successfully, 10 boats in water, 1,500 people evacuated, floating away from burning ship, but hurricane approaching, 20-foot seas coming, 100-mile winds, small boats will capsize, will sink, will kill everyone, evacuation necessary, but insufficient, temporary safety, ultimate danger, escaping fire, facing storm, from disaster to catastrophe, from terrible to worse, from immediate death to delayed death, options none good, choices all bad, reality unforgiving. At 11:47 a.m., commercial vessels arrive, 3 container ships, 2 tankers, 1 bulk carrier, maritime obligation, duty to assist, international law, moral imperative, captains responding, ships maneuvering, rescue operations beginning, but container ships not designed for passenger transfer, no accommodation, no facilities, no supplies, can rescue, can't care for, numbers only. Survival basic, comfort impossible. Better than drowning, barely. Fire continues spreading, Deck 9 involved, Deck 10 threatened, bridge compromised, captain still aboard, crew remaining, damage control fighting, water pumps working, foam systems deployed, but fire too large, too hot, too fast, engineering spaces lost, fuel feeding flames, plastics burning toxic, smoke poisonous, crew dying, heroes perishing, warriors falling, fighting to save passengers, sacrificing for strangers, ultimate service, final devotion. Some will receive medals posthumously, some will never be found, some will be remembered. All will be heroes, forever. Navy helicopter carrier approaches. USS Iwo Jima visible on horizon, still hours away, but coming. Massive rescue capability, 20 helicopters, 1,000 Marines, medical teams, supply capacity, everything needed. If it arrives before hurricane, if conditions allow operations, if time remains, if hope survives, big if, multiple ifs, stacking uncertainty, compounding doubt, but trying anyway, because giving up guarantees failure, because persistence offers chance, because trying means possibility. Slim, maybe, small perhaps, but possibility nonetheless. How will this rescue conclude? Comment your prediction. By 1:15 p.m., 17 lifeboats in water, 2,500 people evacuated, cruise ship visibly listing, fire damage extensive, structural integrity compromised, hull breaching, water flooding, ship sinking, not immediately but eventually, hours remaining, maybe less. Captain orders complete abandonment, everyone off, crew included. Tradition says captain last, reality says everyone now, survival paramount, honor secondary, live to serve another day, die serves no one. Remaining passengers jump, mass water entry, hundreds simultaneously, life jackets deployed, some inflating, some not, maintenance again, inspection failures, corporate negligence, profit over safety, passengers paying, with lives, with family, with everything, cold water shock, hypothermia rapid, 30 minutes maximum, most less, elderly especially, children particularly, death claiming, ocean taking, hurricane approaching. Commercial vessels rescue frantically, rope ladders deployed, cargo nets lowered, Jacob's ladders rigged, sailors becoming heroes, merchant marines saving civilians, professional mariners, skilled seamen, courage displayed, humanity demonstrated. Every person matters, every life valued, no passenger left behind, no victim ignored, everyone trying, everyone caring, everyone saving. This is maritime culture. This is seafarer brotherhood. This is sailor soul, not nationality, not corporation, not profit. Humanity, essentially, fundamentally, eternally. USS Iwo Jima arrives at 2:34 p.m., launches every helicopter, 20 aircraft airborne, CH-53 Super Stallions, MV-22 Ospreys, U-81Y Venoms, all flying, all rescuing, all saving, picking people from water, from lifeboats, from burning ship, one by one, family by family, group by group, relentless pace, continuous operations, multiple sorties, fuel burned, lives saved, worth everything, worth anything, worth all. Marine helicopters work miracles. Super Stallions hold 37 people, Ospreys 24, Venoms 12, math improving, capacity increasing, hope rising, still impossible probably, but attempting anyway. Because Marines don't quit, because Navy persists, because America responds, because humanity demands. 6,000 people, 20 helicopters, 30 trips each, 600 people per trip, 10 hours needed. Hurricane arrives 8 hours, math still bad, but better. Marginally, incrementally, possibly survivable, maybe. At 4:15 p.m., all lifeboats recovered, all passengers transferred, cruise ship abandoned completely. Burning hulk, empty decks, ghost ship, drifting toward hurricane, will sink probably, will capsize definitely, will disappear eventually. Insurance write-off, corporate loss. But passengers safe, crew rescued, lives preserved, that's what matters. Not ship value, not company reputation, not investor returns, people, human beings, passengers who trusted, crew who served, everyone alive, everyone rescued, everyone safe. Miraculous outcome, professional execution, historic rescue, modern maritime miracle. Final count emerges. 6,003 people aboard originally, 5,874 rescued, 129 casualties, fire deaths, smoke inhalation, water drowning, hypothermia, heart attacks, trampling, panic, tragedy, death, loss, but 97% survived. Historic rescue, unprecedented success, largest maritime evacuation modern era, more people than Titanic carried, more saved than any previous disaster, Coast Guard heroism, Navy capability, merchant marine humanity, all combined, all effective, all successful, mostly anyway. Enough anyway. Victory despite casualties, success despite deaths, life affirming despite tragedy. Rescued passengers distributed across ships: USS Iwo Jima, USS Bataan, 3 container ships, 2 tankers, bulk carrier, Everyone holding survivors, everyone providing care, medical teams working, blankets distributed, hot food served, families reunited, children found, elderly attended, disabled accommodated, humanity expressed, compassion demonstrated, civilization displayed, not American, not military, not merchant, human, essentially, fundamentally, beautifully. Hurricane Patricia passes north of rescue area. Forecast shifted, storm turned, luck intervened, grace received. 6 hours difference in arrival time. 6 hours meant life versus death, success versus catastrophe, survival versus tragedy. Timing mattered, weather cooperated, ocean permitted. God smiled perhaps, universe aligned maybe. Luck happened definitely. Can't plan luck. Can't predict fortune, can't guarantee grace, but received it anyway. Grateful for it certainly. Humble because of it necessarily. Investigation begins immediately. What caused fire? Why spread so fast? Why insufficient lifeboats? Why safety systems failed? Questions multiply, lawyers mobilizing, lawsuits filing, congressional hearings scheduling, media investigating, everyone demanding answers, someone accountable, something fixable, some prevention possible, because this can't happen again, because passengers deserve safety, because regulations need updating, because profit can't trump lives, because corporations must be responsible, because cruise industry needs oversight, because safety matters above everything, beyond profits, despite costs, always, essentially, necessarily. Technology questions emerge. Why electrical fire? Why backup systems failed? Why communications lost? Modern ships supposedly safe, advanced systems, redundant backups, multiple protections. But fire spread, systems failed, people died. Technology isn't salvation, engineering isn't foolproof, redundancy isn't guarantee, humans matter, training counts, procedures work, people save people. Technology helps, but humans decide. Courage conquers, determination succeeds. Always has, always will. Technology aids, humanity saves. Eternal truth. Royal Caribbean faces consequences. Stock plunges, lawsuits filed, reputation destroyed, bookings canceled, revenue collapsing, corporate crisis. But appropriate, because safety neglected, because profits prioritized, because passengers endangered. Capitalism without regulation is cruelty. Corporation without conscience is sociopathy. Profit without responsibility is crime. Market will judge, courts will decide, public will condemn, as appropriate, as necessary, as deserved. Cruise industry reforms demanded, Congress acts, regulations strengthened, inspection intensified, lifeboat requirements increased, safety standards elevated, fire suppression improved, everything reviewed, everything updated, everything enhanced. Because 129 deaths demand response, because 5,800 survivors deserve protection, because future passengers need safety, reform through tragedy, improvement through loss, progress through pain, unfortunate pattern, necessary cycle, human reality. Rescued passengers tell stories. Heroic crew, helpful strangers, families separated, loved ones lost, terror experienced, death brushed, life appreciated, perspective gained, priorities clarified, material things meaningless, relationships everything, life precious, time limited, love essential, tragedy teaches, disaster clarifies, survival transforms, everyone changed, nobody same, experience marks, forever, profoundly, essentially. Coast Guard receives praise, Navy honored, Merchant Marines celebrated, congressional medals, presidential recognition, media coverage, public gratitude, deserved all, earned everything, professional heroes, everyday warriors, ordinary people, extraordinary circumstances, exceptional performance, historic achievement, lives saved, families preserved, future assured. This is why Coast Guard exists, why Navy trains, why Merchant Marines serve. Not glory, not medals, not recognition, service, duty, humanity, helping people, saving lives, serving others, purpose fulfilled, mission accomplished, service rendered, always, reliably, professionally. This is maritime service. This is rescue culture. This is American response. This is human compassion. This is what matters, ultimately, essentially, eternally. Final status: cruise ship engine fire, 6,000 passengers and crew, 400 miles offshore, hurricane approaching, unprecedented rescue operation, Coast Guard, Navy, merchant vessels, all responded, 5,874 rescued, 129 casualties, 97% survival rate, historic maritime rescue, modern miracle, professional triumph, human tragedy, corporate failure, regulatory inadequacy, safety reform needed, industry accountability demanded, lives lost, lessons learned, future improved, through pain, through tragedy, through determined response, through professional service, through human compassion, through American capability, through maritime culture, through eternal values, service, duty, humanity, lives saved, people helped, service rendered, mission accomplished, always forever. This is Coast Guard, this is Navy, this is America, this is humanity at its finest, despite tragedy. Because of response through service, always, reliably, professionally, compassionately, courageously, successfully. This is what we do. This is who we are. This is why we matter. Lives saved, people rescued, service rendered, always, Navy alert, where maritime news breaks first, where rescue operations covered, where heroes recognized, where service honored, where humanity celebrated, where truth reported, always, forever, necessarily. The answer? B. Under optimal conditions, approximately 300 people can be evacuated per hour using multiple helicopters and vessels. 6,000 people require 20 hours minimum. Hurricane arrival in 8 hours made this nearly impossible. Only shifting weather patterns enabled success. Luck mattered, timing counted, grace received, lives saved, miraculously, barely, but successfully, ultimately, essentially, eternally, lives matter, service counts, rescue succeeds, always trying, forever serving, eternally saving, Coast Guard, Navy, Merchant Marines, America, humanity, together, always. Should cruise industry face stricter regulation? Will this change passenger safety forever? Can maritime disasters be prevented? Hit like if you want real-time rescue coverage. Subscribe to Navy Alert, where maritime news breaks first. Rescue operations, mass evacuations, Coast Guard heroism, Navy capability, cruise industry accountability, maritime safety. Everything rescue, all operations, all coverage, real-time reporting, expert analysis, professional journalism. This is what we do. This is why we matter. This is Navy Alert, where news breaks, where heroes recognized, where service honored, where lives valued, where humanity matters, always. Subscribe now, stay informed, support rescuers, honor service, value life, appreciate humanity, because rescue matters, because service counts, because humanity wins, always, forever, necessarily, essentially. This is Navy Alert, where maritime news breaks first, always.